Hey there, fellow comic fans. As always, I'm Scott Harris King, and I'm super excited today because guess what? Yes, the comics are here. In fact, it's not just one comic, it's two. Yes, just through random coincidence, even though I ordered them at totally different times, all the comics from both the Crimebusters number 5 and the Cthulhu versus Uncle Sam blank cover Kickstarters both arrived at the same time today. So I'm going to open these up and I'm going to show you all the cool comics. All right, check it out. I've just opened the Cthulhu versus Uncle Sam number 1 blank. Let's take a look at it. And as advertised, it's blank. Now, I mentioned this when I was getting these made. I mentioned a couple times. One of the reasons I decided not to put the logo, most blanks are what they call partial blanks because they have the logo here on the top. But I decided not to have anything at all on the cover, and as you know, part of the reason for that is because I actually wanted to draw covers with different logos on them because I'm using some characters that appeared back in the Golden Age, both Uncle Sam and Granny Gumshoe, who appear inside this issue, were both in National Comics, but since DC still sometimes publishes comics with that logo, I decided for legal reasons not to print anything with the National Comics logo, but I want to draw some for my own collection. So, very excited to get these blanks in here. Everything looks great. It's interesting, just on a technical note, that it's been 4 years since I last ordered blanks, and from the same printer, the thickness of the paper seems a little bit different. I'll be curious to draw on this and see how it feels. The previous ones I have for Crimebusters, it's very thick cover stock. The only issue with it is sometimes with the markers it does bleed a little bit. So if you put the marker down and it'll sort of spread out the lines a little more than you want. So I'm curious to see how this new stock works, but it looks really great. And I'm really excited to draw some fun covers, both for myself and for you guys. Okay, I just finished finally unboxing all the Crimebuster stuff. It took me like a half hour. There's a lot of it, and they really are packing it more and more carefully, wrapped in tape, wrapped in bubble wrap, wrapped in more bubble wrap, and inside boxes, wrapped in an enigma inside an egg. So finally got it all out. So let's take a look. And here it is, Crimebusters number 5. Big as life. It looks really cool. What is the great question? That there is an answer to that inside the comic, and it looks really good. I'm very pleased with it. One thing that's interesting, I mentioned the paper quality of the paper they're using for the cover for the sketch is a little different. The interior paper here also feels a little bit different, and not in a way that I like, because it almost has a little bit more of a paper look to it. So everything still looks cool. The colors are nice and vibrant and everything, but there's places where certain tones, like these mid-tones here, these flesh tones, you can kind of see the grain of the paper coming through, and I think it's great because this is Crimebusters is kind of a retro feeling book on purpose, and so having the paper also feel kind of retro, I think really works. So I'm really excited for this. Can't wait to get it out to you. Here is the awesome Trixie's Mysteries variant cover from Len M. Every issue I have a different guest artist do the Trixie variant cover here, and we make it look like the cover of a Nancy Drew mystery novel. And I just absolutely over the moon with Len M's art and just how it came out, how it looks printed. So again, I'm really excited. There's a number of people that had pledged to get the full set of all 5 Trixie Mysteries variants. Actually sold out of the sets, so I hadn't printed quite as many copies of issue 4 as the others, and so that sort of limited what I could do. So we're all sold out of that, but I'm working on that for future runs to see what we can do for people that want to put that together. And of course, we have the Boy Comics variant continuing the title and numbering from the Golden Age series, using public domain characters from that series. This looks just like I wanted. This, of course, is an homage cover. I do a lot of homage covers. I just love old comics. I love sort of referencing and bringing back to life the history of the comics. So this here is an homage to Gil Kane's cover from Rex the Wonder Dog, number 11, one of the greatest covers of all time. We've got, in this case, I replaced Rex the Wonder Dog with Squeaks the monkey. So we've got a monkey fighting a dinosaur in front of a nuke. What else could you possibly want from your comics? Here's the Queen in Yellow Tarot variant. This was the Kickstarter exclusive variant. I do a Kickstarter exclusive, as you know, every issue. You can only get through the Kickstarter, so this will not be available. I pretty much printed to order on this. I printed 1 or 2 extras just in case there's any damage, but people seem to like this one, and it's all gone now. And then finally, I also got in a reorder of the Crimebuster 80th Anniversary Special. I actually sold out of the regular version of this as well, so I ordered a new batch. This is a square-bound 100-page giant in the style of the old DC 100-page giants from the 70s. It's a flip book, as you can see, and I'm so excited to get more of these in because, as I've mentioned before, I was lucky enough, as you can see here, to have the great an unused Crimebuster cover, rather unpublished Crimebuster cover art from the late great George Tuska, and had it inked by Andrew Peapoy, and it looks great. And what this is on this side, it reprints Crimebusters number 1, which is originally in black and white, but we've redone it in full color for this version. And then on the flip side, since Crimebusters picks up the continuity of the original series from the Golden Age where it left off, in this story I do reference a number of previous issues and stories, and so on this side we have the Golden Age, all the complete Golden Age stories that I reference in Crimebusters 1. So you can read the Crimebusters 1, and then if you want to learn more about the Golden Age adventures that are referenced in there and the footnotes and stuff, you can just flip the book over and read all of these classics from the 40s and 50s. So I'm really excited to finally get all of these in here. So the next step of the process, of course, is sending them out. I will be sending out, for those of you on the Cthulhu versus Uncle Sam blanks digital awards, I'll be sending out in the next couple days, and I'll be sending out all of the physical rewards as well. And I'm also going to be starting to work on sending out all the physical rewards for Crimebusters number 5. That's going to take a while. I think I've got 70 or 80 people to do. If you have any art that you've done, like sketch cards or sketch covers that you've ordered, then those are going to take a little bit longer to do. But the original time frame for fulfillment, I think I had said June. Here we are at the end of April. I've got the books in hand, so I'm going to start sending them out now. I don't know if I'll have them all out by the end of next week, by the end of April, probably not, but I should definitely have everyone's stuff sent out before the end of May. I do have a new Kickstarter launching in the middle of May. I want to get most or all of these sent out, if possible, before that launches. I have the link down below. That's for Quest, my new epic fantasy series. The pre-launch page is live. You can click the notify me on launch button to make sure you don't miss that. Really excited for that. And as I've mentioned before, going forward, I'm hoping to sort of alternate something from the Crimebusters universe and then something from Quest, and have this sort of 2 ongoing titles running simultaneously, and we'll just sort of go back and forth between those. So I'm really excited for Quest. So please check that out if you're into fantasy, Lord of the Rings, or Dungeons and Dragons. It'll be right up your alley. And I can't wait to get these books out to you. So thank you so much for the support and for backing these. And I hope you enjoy the story as much as I enjoyed writing it, and artist Mac Radwanski enjoyed drawing it. Mac's already hard at work on issue 6. We've already got 12 pages done on issue 6, and he's working on it right now. So hopefully this fall we'll have issue 6 out as well. That's the plan for now, but right now my focus is getting these comics out to you, because they're just it's really exciting to have them here, and they look really great. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.